Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl, everyone's princess planner, Nicole Mullicane, here again. We are in the second week of me being consistent with my filming. Who is this person? Who is she? That's what happens when you set the goal and you put it in, you make the date, put it in your planner, and you commit to it. And like, I can't check it off in my daily grind planner if it doesn't happen. And your girl even prepared, we're about to do a back-to-back filming. What? So if you notice that I'll be wearing like the same shirt, look exactly the same, because I'm about to film for next week because something really cool, and it's on topic with what we're going to talk about. I know that I promised you a weight loss update, which that's the next video. I'm bringing this forward because I think it's really top of mind. I think it's really important as we head into fall, because there's so many traps when it comes to like money and, you know, coming to the end of the year and just feeling like you're not good enough, feeling that, you know, that life is just a big long to-do list and checklist, and that, you know, are you checking all the boxes? And, you know, I'm really big about self-care and promoting your health and your wellness and just loving yourself and living your best life, and how you can do that this month. So there were two amazing podcasts that I listened to in September. Well, yes, in September. I listened to them recently. One I actually think I listened to in August, but that's neither here nor there. I listened to two of them and they were amazing. One had to do about leveraging off of back to school and using these next 4 months to really propel yourself and set yourself up, because it's already a season that we're used to. Like, we all grow up going to school, and or even if you don't go to a traditional school, maybe you were homeschooled, but you still, there was a routine. The fall changes colors, it changed, the days changes, all these things happen naturally in our environments, and it's the time where we get the most productive, we get the most things done, and it happens naturally. So if you were planning on it, if there's things that you are wanting to maybe focus for the end of the year, now's the time that you want to bring them forward and work on them. And whether you do that starting in September is fine, but you could even leverage off the last quarter, make the last 90 days your most amazing. I'm starting a glow up challenge. I really can't wait to dive in on that with you guys, but I'm not going to be doing that today. I'm going to post an update on my health and wellness. But if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. And if you're a subscriber, you already know. I'm really bad at this. You have my heart. Love you guys so much. So we're going to talk about fun. Fun. Are you having fun? I know I'm having fun. I know that September started off with me going to Corbell and being in the Redwoods, and then we went to this really cool brewery. It could not have started off any better. And we knew that we were getting together with our friend, but I wasn't even really prepared for how fun that was. So before we jump in and start talking about all these different things, I really want to be specific, because again, this also came from a podcast. I will link both of them below, but this one came from a different Mel Robbins podcast that really talked about like happiness, and I'm choosing to make it more fun because I couldn't think of the actual scientific terms that she used. There's two different ones. I know that one is hedonist. The other one sounds like a disease, like pneumococcal pneumonia, but that's not what it is. But that's like what I thought of when they said the word. I know This brain is funny. So, but we're talking when we talk about fun, there's your everyday kind of fun. There's like the little simple things that bring you laughter, and it can be fleeting. And how can you sprinkle more of that into your days so that your days are more fulfilling? Because some people, when they think of fun or when they think of happiness or joy, then some people are thinking of like, is my life deep and meaningful? Am I living my purpose? Am I fulfilling? Am I living up to my potential? Is what I'm doing bringing me passion, or are my days just slipping by me? So, and I think I feel like I could speak for everybody when I say we've all maybe struggled with these things. And I want to tell you, like, there are things that you can do that either don't cost very much money or don't even cost any money. And you can do them like every day. Most of us in this community have planners, whether it's a digital planner or that's on your phone, or you are a paper planner like me, and many of you are. You have a big, huge tool in your arsenal that you can use every single day to bring yourself some joy every single day. And that is your monthly calendar. I'm going to say that again. You have your monthly calendar where you can schedule joy. And you can either be super intentional of thinking about when you're planning your month. If you're somebody like me who pre-plans and looks at that month, and I put sticky notes all over my monthly calendar to track those dates, because then when I go in to decorate it, I already know where I'm going to need boxes, what I'm going to do. So you could get even more specific, and if you know where certain activities are happening, you could then plug in which days you want to have certain activities that are going to bring you joy. Maybe you want to go to the library. Maybe you want to color with your kids or play with Play-Doh or play with their Legos. Pencil, then you know that on that day, you're going to need to schedule that time in. Maybe you want to find out when your town is having a fall festival. Maybe it's something you want to do once a week. Maybe it's something that you want to do one activity a month. Whatever it is, whether it's daily, weekly, or monthly, plan for the fun. Don't let it slip by you. And this is also a perfect time because next week, guess what? Is the first week of, it's when fall starts. It won't be the first week of fall because we end summer, we start fall, but fall starts. So remember the bucket list? Go back to that video. I'll try to remember to link it below, but no promises there. Definitely going to link the podcasts. Hold me accountable. If I do not do it, then I owe you like 10 push-ups I'll make Mark film me. I'm linking the podcasts. I do not want to do 10 push-ups. So I'm linking them, and if I don't do it, then Mark will have to film me. That will go on my Instagram. Instagram is always linked below. You gotta follow your girl over there. Lots of fun things are happening over on Instagram. So back to the tea. You need to schedule it. You need to prioritize it. You need to plan for it, because if you don't, then you're just going to continue that same process, even if you just think about it. And the one thing I love about a bucket list is when anybody writes these things down, you might not check everything off, but you'll get more things checked off, and you'll see that, wow, I got more things done than I thought I did. But if you are like Ciara and you upgrade it. Ours with Beyonce. Level up. Level up is Ciara, and upgrade you is Beyonce. Whoa, misspoke there. But level up or upgrade, and plan for these things. If you want to do them, when are you going to make the hot cocoa? When are you going to bake the pie? Or when are you going to go to the apple orchard? There is a place near me called Apple Hill, and I've never been, and that might be something fun to do in September, or maybe at the end of, or in October, with Mr. Everyone's Princess Planner. So like planning for that, it now means that I need to talk to him, and we need to see if this is something doable, because we have a big trip coming up next month, and I don't know if that's in the budget. But hey, if I don't ask, the answer will be no, and I'm denying myself that fun. So you see where this is going. So what are some activities? Well, get out a piece of paper and a pen and start writing down. Try to put your phone away from you. Maybe set a timer for 2 minutes and then put your phone away, and then get to writing things down. You'll be surprised of all the things that you think of. Maybe with September and the weather, being different, buy a kite. Go fly a kite with your kids. Go get some bubbles and go to the park and blow some bubbles. Have things that made you happy when you were little. Go do them. Do hopscotch. Go get some sidewalk chalk and draw what a hopscotch looks like, and then do it. Just how fun would that be? Buy a jump rope. If you loved to jump rope, then go do some jump rope. Maybe you've always thought about a certain recipe. Well, now's the time to, okay, I will give you this. You can spend 30 minutes on Pinterest, 30, set a timer, and look at some recipes, and then your goal at the end of that 30 minutes is to find the one that you want to do and make it. And maybe find 3 or 4, and each month you make that recipe, you make those recipes. Find the 3 or 4 that you want to do. But you're being very specific. You're only on Pinterest for the recipes. I'm watching you. I'm really saying that to myself because I can literally look up from Pinterest and 1 hour of my life is gone. One time, maybe 6 months ago, it might have been like 2 hours. So that's really a reminder to me. Like, if you're gonna do this, then it's being very strategic and specific, and that you're not pinning all the things and then, oh, I need to go get that recipe. Nope. You're looking at recipes. You went to the search bar, you went recipes, and you're hunting. And then when the alarm goes off, you're done. Maybe not even 30 minutes, maybe make it 15 minutes or 10 minutes. You can get a lot done. You can find a lot when you are under that time crunch. And then again, you have to print that. You have to, screenshot it or whatever. And then you have to do it. Put that in your planner. Talk to your family, talk to your friends, talk to somebody, and put that and be like, okay, I'm going to make this recipe, and then you have to do it. Now we're going to shift. So those are the things that can bring you joy. Those are the things, like looking at different seasonal bucket lists. You can get ideas for some daily fun, daily things that you can do. Maybe creating some sort of a self-care bingo or a family bingo where you go through and you check off different fun activities for the day or for the week, however you want to do it, but making things more fun. Maybe making chores more fun. If you think of, Mary Poppins, you find the fun and snap, the job's a game. So maybe we're going to play with if you're cleaning out the dishwasher, maybe, okay, I bet I can put these cups away faster than you can put these plates away. I bet I can have all the silverware done. And then maybe you have to, I don't know, do 10 jumping jacks or something. I don't know, but it makes it more fun. You're doing a task that you have to do anyway, and you make it more fun. Maybe you offer to, I don't know how you'd make laundry more fun. Maybe you decide that if there's clothes on the floor, get the hamper and you're gonna like practice being Steph Curry. I don't know. Just thinking of things that you have to do anyway, but you're making it more fun. You're getting more laughter. And again, these are times that you're not really spending like on your phone, and it does not cost taking your clothes and throwing them into the laundry basket isn't costing you any money. It's a free, fun activity. If you want more ideas, I'm happy to share them with you. You can message me on Instagram. Again, it's linked below. I'm happy to help however I can to incorporate more fun into your day. I'm really good with ideas. That's like a niche I have, is brainstorming and coming up with ideas. So hit me up. I love helping people, and I love giving people different ideas on how to do different things. Doesn't just apply to different fun activities. But we are going to shift. We're going to move over to, maybe you're thinking that your life is missing something. You're behind in life. You're not meeting your purpose. You know that you're capable of more. You know that there's something out there that's calling to you. You don't know what it is. Or maybe you feel like you should know what you're supposed to do, but you don't. And I'm here to tell you, it's totally okay. And many people feel that way. I have felt that way at times. And there's so many different things that you can do. The number one thing that speaks out to me, and it's not because I just did it, and it's not because I'm trying to add subscribers to my channel, but I found it to be extremely helpful in helping me kind of just get down to the nitty-gritty, was the Dream Life Blueprint. Now, if you've watched the last video where I kind of did a deep dive on the daily grind, and specifically my daily grind planner, I did throw it out there that if we get 100 subscribers, that I will go step by step through it. And at the end of that time, someone will win a daily grind planner. I'm happy to say, give an update, we are at 74. We've grown. So this is something that people are seemingly interested in. Yay, I love that for us. And I love that for you, because we'll go through. But if that's something that you want to start now, it is going to take a bit of an investment. You're going to have to take the time to go onto their website and order it. Once you order it, two things will happen. Number one, you will get invited into the accountability group for the daily grind. And it's an amazing support group on Facebook. Many people have used these things and used these tools, and you get so many ideas. The other thing that will happen is that you now have to invest this time, because you spent this money on it. It is not cheap to get this tool that can help you. So that is one thing that you can do. I'm saying it helped me. I don't know if it could help you. I'm not you, and I don't know what your life looks like. I don't know what your schedule looks like. I don't know what your daily routine looks like. Like, everybody is different, and everybody has different things that they measure as important and whatnot. So I'm just going to say, like, that's something to consider. So if that's not for you, if you're not the kind of person that needs or wants a workbook, that's totally fine. That's totally understandable. However, one thing that you can do is create like a brainstorming list of things that you're passionate about. Maybe you're passionate about animals. Maybe you're passionate about kids. Maybe you're passionate about women's rights. Maybe you're passionate about education. Maybe you're passionate about learning a language. Those things. Okay, so then what can you do in your community? What resources do you have to connect you to those things? Is there a charity that is looking for volunteers? Or if they're not looking for volunteers, like you don't see anything calling out that they need help, then you're gonna need to reach out to them and ask them if they're looking for help, if they're looking for volunteers. What can you do other than money? If you don't have money, then Or if they do, then, writing them a check. But then also, like, what can you do? Do they have any events coming up? Do they have any pledge drives or any fundraisers? Or maybe you're somebody who's really good at planning these types of things and asking them if there is a need for funds. Would they be interested in putting together a marathon, a 5K or something? Maybe it's not something that they thought of and they're like, well, yeah, but we don't really have anyone to plan that. And if that's something, if you're like, well, I would love to help plan it. Is there somebody you can connect me with so that we can work together on making this happen? I would love to and maybe you're what this group needed to help them get their name out there, get some recognition out there. It's worth taking a shot. What's the worst answer going to be? No. And if you don't ask, if you don't get that brave, guess what? You declined yourself. You already told yourself no. So what is their no going to hurt if you're already telling yourself no? Taking the class that you've been putting off. If you know that you need to go back to school for this certain thing, and again, I'm not talking to you necessarily. This is one thing I'm talking to myself about. How I went one whole year and did not enroll for the Spanish class. I enrolled at LMC. I found out that I was too late for the one, and then I did find out too late that the Spanish class was already full, but I didn't do it early enough. So I am on it for January being in the class. So I'm in the spring class and starting my Spanish certification. That's one thing that is part of my glow up that I'm working on. And then I also want to incorporate, doing some daily practices where I'm speaking in Spanish, a little like some of my small conversational Spanish with my friends at work who do speak Spanish. Kind of keeping myself to 5 minutes a day, seeing how long I can carry on a conversation with them. It's scary. I'm kind of scared and nervous about it, but you have to do something every day that scares you. I went to the dentist today. I am crushing the health and wellness journey this year, but I went, I was not looking forward to it, and I kind of wasn't feeling good in the morning, and I was like, and then I realized it was the anxiety. You're not sick. And if I sound like I'm a little congested, it's because I have some allergies and we've got some dust in the house that's just kind of annoying me. So I'm not sick, but there we are. So doing something that scares you, that makes you nervous, that's a sign that you should be doing it, that you need to do it. And maybe it's something simple as starting a walking journey. That's something that I did, waking up and going for that walk, making yourself prepared for it, putting out the clothes the night before, downloading a podcast so that you already have it ready to go when you pick up your phone, making sure that your shoes are the right shoes, that they're already like broken in, like doing all these things to, just get out there and walk. And then when you're first doing it, setting a timer for 5 minutes, just going out your door for 5 minutes. The next week, set it for 5 minutes longer, then maybe 5 minutes longer, and maybe then 5 minutes longer. But don't put the pressure on yourself that you have to be like me. Like I specifically get up at a certain time. It's really, really early. I live on the West Coast. It's 5:15 when my alarm goes off. I try to be out the door by 5:30, because I, have to use the restroom, have to check my blood sugar, have to get dressed. Then it's, grab the phone, the keys, make sure my podcast is going. And then, so it's like, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes for me to get out the door. So if I get up at 5:15, then I'm out the door between, 5:30, 5:35. And then I say a 30-minute walk it's 30 plus. It takes me actually about 40 minutes to do my walk. And I recently added some more steps to it. Now when I'm coming home and I walk inside the door, I'm already at 5,000 steps, and it's not even 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm usually home somewhere between 6:10 and 6:15. Then I have about 20 or so minutes before I help get Mark ready for the day. So, that time blocking is important, knowing where you can fit that time in. Do a time study. I know it's not really fun, but see where you're wasting time so that you know where you can plug in that fun. If you're spending 20, 30, 40 minutes on your phone, then that's time that you could be using playing with your kids, working on a puzzle, reading to them. Maybe that's going to bring you more joy in your days. Maybe that's the time that you could use to be reaching out to those different charities. Maybe that's the time where you could be, taking that class. And that's the time that you would be working on your homework, working on, going actually to the class that you need to go to. So freeing up those pockets of time is really crucial and critical to making your overall happiness. Finding out your local parks, your local national park, if you notice that when you're out in nature that you enjoy it, then finding out where are your parks, where are your things, like these are things that you can do that will then end up making more joy and meaningful to you. Another thing that you can do that is semi-free, if you have a phone, find a picture a day challenge. It gives you a prompt, it tells you what to do, and then you go out and you take a picture, and you can find that in your daily environment. It's something that you could do, you could start one even though we're almost mid-month, but you could start one like in October if you want to go from I joined a group. It was called Capture Your 365, and it's a 365-day challenge, but you can start anytime you want. And again, there's different prompts for each day, and it'll tell you like shoes. And then you're amazed at how many different pictures of shoes and the different angles and the different thing. It'll help you be better with your photography. It will help you bring just some more fun and joy in it. Something really simple to do. You already have your phone with you, and why not try something like that? I've done doodles a day. And again, this is something like in terms of like your overall happiness. When we talked about that monthly calendar where you can plug in fun, you can also use your monthly calendar, like I do in my wellness journey, where you are using that monthly page to track that you did that one thing daily. And I like to set up monthly challenges. This month I'm doing an arm challenge. I put a bunch of motivational quotes on my page, and I put little stickers on it. Now, one thing I can do is I can take a picture of it and to show you on my Instagram, and I can link it to this episode if you want to share that. And again, we can get those subscribers so that we can do that Dream Life Blueprint. And that can help everybody just live their best lives and crush their dreams. I hope I've helped you sprinkle some more fun into your days and make your overall life more fun by thinking about these things. I would love to know and share below. Please comment below. What are you going to do for fun? For me, my everyday fun is going to be doing some doodling, doing some coloring, and more reading. And in terms of my overall life, and my, is going to be doing that glow up challenge, because that's going to push me and elevate me into crushing my goals and getting myself set up for 2025. Have a wonderful day. Have some fun today. And I love you guys so much. See you next week.